they can do with a grand final in front of them.
Stacked up as 5 here, looking as if it's going to be a contact play here. Potentially Petra almost considering the Prowler. bENITA does get the information early enough here. No rotation coming through just yet, and I think actually, yeah, there with a couple more members of G2 spotted. I might pull, but it looks like Shopify might even just commit to a little bit of a retake here.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if anyone's willing to commit around this time. bENITA might be left, not necessarily to rot, but, you know, do what you can. Does at least debate. But Mary's just dug out 2 kills. From where has Mary just got this? How dare us keep our eyes on anyone but Mary? As now KP and flowerful probably just baffled as to what the hell's just happened. It was looking like it was posturing for that slower retake style, but now better get going. Juliano gets the contact, the swing comes out. They're waiting for that next step. KP puts one on the board, looks for another, doesn't get it. flowerful though does find Petra, and now Mary, are you seriously gonna get the ace started? No, and it will be down to the last 2 to add security, and they do just that. G2 off to a good start.
Like I said, it looked like Shopify were sitting a little deeper there, waiting for somebody to...
It must have been because I'm pretty sure bENITA was playing pretty safe here. Let's have a little watch of this.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, Mary's looking dangerous. Ooh. Not a bad start at all. And, hey, that's, Chamber being now propped up. It's ridiculous.
Almost deserved the ace.
Yeah, honestly, scary at that point.
Would have been the second for her. Remember what happened the other day on Ascent. So around flowerful. Potentially going to be tested early on here. Going to pick up this close angle. Mary spotted out pretty quickly, though. Yeah, has to play a little defensively here. Down to 35 HP. G2 just look to pile on the pressure here. Only one member of Shopify coming across here is Lorri to try and help out with an early flash, potentially.
Yeah, patient work coming in. And G2, let's see what the timing is. Mary just farming. We might just need the solo POV of Mary at this point, who's having a mad start here. Okay, 4 players left for Shopify Rebellion, looking to find their way through. And the gap in the smoke, it's deadly. Petra punishing Sonder. All said and done. Yeah, they have no idea. It's a slaughter. Comfortable for G2 so far. Shopify need too much stress.
Will be called upon here.
It feels like bENITA has been having all the attention so far drawn her way when she was soloing towards B, for example, at the very start. And everything else, so a lot of pressure put on bENITA's shoulders. I see G2 working up that 3-2 split towards A.
Juliano making use of the TP there, actually to split through up, but glance just swings onto bENITA.
Yeah, confidence. And this is what's scary about G2, is that they start getting more and more confident. That is now a rifle removed. They're down to 4 remaining. And these are all upgrades that I'm sure G2 would love to get. And they're happy to take a couple of fights here. It's all filtering in through from CT. 2 towards Pit, 2 towards the alley. Lovely response. flowerful going to do some damage. Waiting on the next piece of utility. Mary does not care, could not stop if she wanted to. Just seems bound for greatness as KP. Might be time to look at options of keeping that rifle, Mike.
Again, considering holding on to it. 3 members of G2 still standing. Actually, with those kills, Mary going to have the tour de force available, so an opportunity to really build up some finances early. A problem being, again, with this setup, Shopify are trying to address that B-long control, as I was alluding to earlier on in the round, but bENITA's got to play her life there.
Yeah.
If the commitment is to that retake and prioritizing B-long, you need to make sure that...
A lot of us, if you watch G2 come to this point, you saw when Zaz stepped away from the roster. I don't know where they find someone like Mary, but they did, and it's paid off. It's unreal. And hearing that ring through, you'll know how well she is doing in round 4 already. Tour de force coming through.
Another lineup for Juliano as well with the TP. We'll see where this ends up. Is that the sound it makes?
Yep. Well, bENITA could have either a great game or a really harsh game.
Yeah.
It's one of the two. And the rifle's on KP, so she has to be the one to find value to this. And the other's not really set up for the same sort of success. And the pressure starting to mount. So the frenzy not going to be enough to do it. Mimi's there. And again, look at the buy here. We do have the Sheriff, so this isn't a full purchase or anything of the such. And now the pressure comes through. And Glance just so cool under it. There's the trade for KP. Needs a lot more, though. Tagged up, 12 HP. Horn goes up, but Mary unafraid. Yeah, KP's being warded away again.
I think there's going to be any option for KP to find value with this. flowerful, though. They come through. Not a consolation onto Mimi, but Three members of G2 still standing. Mary should be able to retrieve one of these weapons at least, even if it is the Bulldog from Glance. And KP with 12 HP. And try and hold on to this rifle once again for G2. Because if they want to establish themselves very early on here on Pearl,
we need to see what they have up the sleeve here. This has to be Shopify Rebellion getting a grip on the game, because so far they have been truly just dictated to. They've had very little say in the outcome of the vast majority of these rounds. We are seeing aggression, and actually it could work out well this time. Sonder, though, left in, I guess, a questionable commitment. How far do we hold this? That triple stack up long has actually held some value this time.
And Petra will stop just on the other side of this trap. Difference being flowerful here, actually, to try and hold down the fort with bENITA. This tour de force.
Look who's behind them. They turn around in time. Sonder does deal with Juliano. There's pressure throughout the map, but they're not really overcommitting. The spike is still by spawn, but it's going to be on bENITA. Nice play around the smoke this time. Keeps cool, keeps composed. Needs to keep her life, and she does. Takes one with her as she backs away towards pit. Looking for the follow-up on Petra. Just biding time, buying precious seconds for support, and they are here now. Finally, she's not alone.
Shot for flowerful as well. Mary eventually coming through with that operator. Headhunter in hand now. Going to try and challenge with flowerful. Good for another shot with that tour de force. bENITA standing their ground this time. Again, not afraid to whether or not we're going to see this pyro. Juliano just trying to TP into the backlines. Again, not really paying respect to that triple stack.
No.
Maybe thinking that on the back of no contact, just a little trade-off of utility that Shopify would peel away from that position. Maybe leave one posted up deep.
Good on, guys. I think that's exactly it. That's exactly it.
That's exactly it. Let's find out if they can find that again, replicating some of these successes from that previous round. I also want to see how G2 respond in kind. Is that lovely evolution here? And flowerful.
Got to be careful here.
And there's a swing. Juliano is closing in on this. Unbeknownst to flowerful. Yeah, gonna dip away. Doesn't decide to stick around. Petra in the meantime took so much play and so much space through middle as they were kind of working through art and in similar scenes. So a bit of an exchange there, but a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, very quickly traded out. And G2 actually have to try and recover the spike here. Look at the minimap, seeing a TP being sent all the way to spawn. Juliano actually commits to it. I think we did see a fake earlier on, maybe round 2, or the pistol for this.
Benny could be so
Yeah,
dead here.
bENITA is going to be completely caught off guard here.
Yeah, no idea that this had happened. Spotting with patience. Juliano waiting to see if he could maybe even find more, but no. That one victim more than enough, and sadly, it falls down to the two who are kind of tucked towards art, looking for that way back in. KP one of them, and Sonder the other. Cross now caught. Glance goes down, ball goes up. And a little bit of a fight, but taking a lot of damage, yeah. And looking at Juliano again. The assassin in the night. Rez comes out. Back up to superior numbers by a substantial margin. And the last two players don't really have much of a say in this. Ooh, come on, flowerful, as if you do that.
I was about to say, that's such an awkward angle to have to crouch through with the operator. Still lands the shot, though. Again, with KP down to 21 HP, might just be the decision to hold on to these weapons. Juliano, again, I said that early conditioning with TP, and I believe it was round 2. All the way into the spawn. A couple of people checked it, but didn't pay too much mind to it this time around. Gets right into the backlines, punishes bENITA. No real recovery factor there. Like you said, 2 members stacked over towards art. There's just nothing you can do in that scenario. There'll be another round on the board for G2. Shopify should be okay for a purchase here. Flowerful carrying across 5,500 KP.
You know, out of the fire yesterday and straight back into it today. There is very little rest for the Wicked for Shopify Rebellion, so their prep time may be somewhat limited here, but we'll have to see what they've been able to learn during the moments past. Juliano doesn't actually check on this, doesn't know of that third player.
Third player, yeah.
Yeah, I think Sonder's still unchecked, but I just committed to this. Juliano just going to crunch them down. There's going to be the flash, and here comes the crunch. Lorri deals with the back line. Juliano gone. Lorri somehow found the second two, and Sonder went absolutely mad on that one. Lorri is still holding this together by the finest of margins. She needs to get the hell out of there.
KP actually very quickly behind this. As soon as Mary's fallen, that trap, not going to pause any pressure here for her. Lorri, though, actually able to reset. Still actually on 100 HP. Gets the 4th on the round here.
Yeah, Lorri is having a tear. This is a fantastic round and isn't going to be able to get it. Oh my god, Mimi! That's 2 in this round. One more to find. KP has full utility. Everything that she needs. This is now going to reveal Mimi's position. Decay down, Prowler in, the gap closing, and KP holds her nerve. Diffuse going to come in, but that got so dangerous.
Again, we noted it as well. Juliano able to get right behind this setup outside A, not noting the 3rd player, but it's Lorri to dig her heels in, stand her ground here, pick apart G2 ahead of that execute. So KP, no hesitation there with the flank, and it just so happens Mary falls at... It's still possibilities here. I mean, sonder, yeah, popping the ultimate, but Shopify now. A couple of ultimates online. G2, yes, as well. The Cosmic Divide.
Cool. Or it could have had even
Beautiful,
more there.
yeah.
She had just a couple bullets in the mag. What a bailout round there at the end.
Even the awareness from Mimi to plant same position once again towards dugout, though. Juliano. Looks as if she's going to try and set up a TP lineup here. Probably into the back lines once again.
Petra this time does get met by a little bit of force. You can see the Prowler committed through command, so that's kind of confirming it. But Mary was on her own exploration mission. She wasn't really joined by anyone and has been able to find flowerful. And now you can see the commitment there. This is a problem. Divide's going to go up as well. Juliano, dirty angle to play with here, but on the other side of that wall, timing is everything, and they might just miss each other. Sonder says hello! Says goodbye to Juliano. Deals with that threat in the back, but still G2 are moving towards the site itself.
Again, enough of a distraction here to at least get the plant down. The wall to reinforce this hold towards Art as well. KP going to try and deal with it quite early on. Look how deep the hold is from G2. Yeah, Shopify got to move fast here.
They need to clear sight pretty quick so they can address that deeper post-plant positioning. But of course, Shopify Rebellion don't know that yet. They have no idea. They're going to pop the ult off the back of Lorri. Try and clear that cubby. Still need to deal with default on site. Petra is here. Now she may be dead to rights, but she buys a couple of seconds, and now we look towards that deeper post-plant. The wall goes up, coming down from Sonder. That's not a bad idea. They're getting more than half. They ain't stopping. They've got to deny it, and they can't.
Again, this is the sort of diligence it requires. You have to come and hard check. And this is on the back of Mary finding this pick and almost feeling like they're going to draw the rotation. So it's a risky time for Juliano to commit to this. Beautiful cleanup. Sonder going huge on that retake.
And it's humbled the money from G2, so that's put them down to the Sheriffs and a couple of Guardians. This could be enough to at least tie up the score, kind of aim to getting that all even again. G2 going to be put to work here. Once again, Petra going through the motions, but doesn't get to see the full picture of what's around that corner.
Oh, well, actually, Sonder and KP got a little bit of a crossfire set up here.
Bring them down.
G2 looking to pressure on both sides as well towards B long. Maybe might even have a, yeah, we'll spot a pixel out of place. Don't want to commit to it just yet, though. Look at the collapse from Shopify. Desperate to try and find this kill on the weaker side of the setup from G2. But good progress towards B site here, and Juliano once again commits to the TP.
Yeah, let's see if she can make mayhem out of it already. Lorri has been just blunted on the site. There it is. Petra still playing towards middle. We're down to 3. bENITA, flowerful, and Sonder. And Juliano's position is a problem because Benny walks right into it, unawares. And the follow-up should be a trade. Good. flowerful at least gets us back to a 2v2, but it's still these deeper positions, and Sonder's HP is so low. So little to play with in this, but wants to try and get it going. Mary's still standing, and she is terrifying. All goes through for Sonder. They should note some of this. How close can she get? The crossfire's decent for this. Glance should take contact. Actually able to find the 1v1, and now it's getting messy. flowerful. With enough time to defuse, I thought the crossfire could have held there, but seemingly not finding those angles to work together.
Yeah, committing pretty deep on that hold. But once they tie things up, potentially put G2 in an awkward position in terms of the finances. Not even sure that Mary had caught a little bit of a flash. And Spike not committed either way, so G2 looking to probe on both extremities here. Very, very deep hold from flowerful as well. Doesn't want to entertain anything. Be careful of that TP though. Won't be in audio range here.
Look at Sonder. They're already starting to work through middle just as I think it was Petra fell off this. They are quickly clearing, so they were aware they're starting to lean towards the site. flowerful, ready for Wombo, quick trade from Mary.
Mimi in spawn.
Absolutely, Mike, because the spike's been left here. Mimi completely none the wiser. How would you ever expect that? Two players now have the spike in spawn, and all of that progress towards B now might as well go in the bin.
Actually, Cosmic Divide committed here. Shopify want to tie things up. They know they can break the money of G2. Garozzo on the backstab. This isn't going to be considered whatsoever. Lorri will fall to that.
35 seconds though, Mike. They've got to go fast here.
That was really on Mary and Petra to get something done here. bENITA going to catch Glance here in astral form. Makes it even harder here. Mary's found the opener though.
Sonder, better get ready. They're going to go for the fight on this. 18 seconds, pops out! Sprays and prays and someone's answering. Shopify Rebellion.
Unfortunately, close enough there for the audio cue to be given away. Another example though, Mary seemingly, I guess in terms of this head-to-head, question the value, yes, but coming out on top of flowerful a couple of times here, even though flowerful is leading the charge here, 11 and 7. Actually, Mary for G2 is on 14 and 7.
Yeah, Mary's still doing her, not yet. It's, you know it's in the bag of tricks. They're waiting to pull it out.
Yeah,
we saw like
exactly,
one dry swing on like bENITA, but beyond that, it is just kind of business as usual. And it looks like a bit of an all-in. Just kind of playing as a pack animal, going to be working towards that B site, at least for now.
Shopify feel as if this is something they can play their way though. Another push towards mid here early on. Don't see anybody on B overstep the mark just yet though. Lorri puts out the knife, and that's actually a big indicator that G2 is still kind of funneled towards long here. No presence elsewhere, it's just the trap.
Big
kill from Mary.
Mary takes out Lorri, but the trade is there for bENITA, so they haven't got the player advantage yet. Rifle recover too. Mary taking a lot of space here. Could try and secure the site to allow that plant to come in. Spike going to be going down. So time's on this side, but keep in mind there's still two sheriffs, Mimi and Glance, both with those. It's not ideal, so you do need Mary and Juliano to be doing the damage here. Backline now being pressured. Sonder, the one to hit the flank here. Divide goes up, bENITA finds Mimi. Starting to work him down, but line him up. And Juliano will knock them down. Pops the ult, drifts away. Now the last two working in unison off long. Mary going to be relayed the information and the readjust from Juliano towards short.
One enemy
Commits to TP as well.
This is bold play, but it's actually worked out, giving them the player advantage and a really nasty angle to have to clear for Sonder if she gets past Mary. And the follow-up needs to be quick. Sonder, not going to happen. Juliano. You do see a little bit of the difference, don't you? That, you know, the young lion Mary just loving it, coming alive in these rounds. The other's very focused. And now we see what Shopify Rebellion can do. Similar test, a little bit of a different look, but oh, the timing. Great from flowerful. She'll be loving that. Finds Mary for free of all players.
I was talking about flowerful in this round is the solo anchor. Need to see Shopify achieve something elsewhere on the map. That trap going to be back up, so bENITA and Sonder going to be revealed pretty early on. Need to get their skates on. A million miles away from this execute right now.
Didn't spot flowerful with the Prowler. So this could be an unknown angle to potentially worry about. flowerful. Okay, wall goes up, so loses a little bit of the danger from that position, but actually still twice this round now takes down Mary. Spike's got down, flowerful! What the hell was that? Finds Petra, 5 HP, but still fragging. Looking for a follow-up. Okay, finally dealt with. Quick trade.
Traded?
Yeah, Juliano lifted a 1v4. It's done for. Shopify Rebellion holding on to this game.
Looking deadly on that retake. Again, flowerful just having a massive round. Talking about that 1v1 coming out. Mary, I guess numerically feels like coming out on top of it, but when it matters, flowerful finding the impactful kills in this round.
And I can't believe how close this game got. I was worried at the start. I think a lot of us were looking like might have had a blowout on map one.
This is the map that you feel G2 will probably want to try and stretch the legs, right? Start this series off as they mean to carry on. A set of precedent, but it looks like yesterday Shopify came to play.
I can't believe we're seeing it again, potentially. This is quite something. I do want to wait till we get into the depth
system around Sonder. Compositionally, this feels like actually coming into the attacking half. If we see that same sort of support for Sonder, I might even get it here in the pistol round. There's 3 members of G2 to stand off, but we'll put her in a position to really do damage to G2. Juliano actually getting ahead of this. Deal with Lorri. Sonder kind of forced away from that opening engagement.
whole lot of players here now.
Yeah, pause for thought, actually, as the rotation comes through. Mimi's here already. flowerful and bENITA really achieved much in mid yet. Maybe just trying to catch off a rotation, but that wall in Link definitely going to make things more difficult.
Yeah, it's just been broken, but you can see already that Mimi has gone back over there to check on anyone trying to make a little bit of room happen. They're looking back towards Art here. flowerful, waiting. You know, just around the corner, there's the contact. How much was noted? Potentially 2, maybe 3. Petra had nowhere to go. Sonder waiting for the fall back towards site, gets that punish. But there are still 2 players here. Glance on the right and look to the left. You've still got Juliano around this corner. And the smokes will only really be a problem for one side. That's some lovely damage from Sonder, though. Prize Juliano out of her corner, and the plant should come in.
Should come through comfortably as well. Sonder and flowerful tagged up a little bit, down to about 40 HP, but bENITA already looking to pressure the backline. Mary wise to it, though. Takes a ton of damage. Can't find this kill.
Yeah, bENITA, by brute force, will take down one. Glance did win her fight, though, so it is a 3v2. It's not out of realms of possibility. A couple of shots, and flowerful ain't letting it slip. Maybe he's gone. Now just Glance alive. And everyone's sitting tucked. Everyone playing patiently until then. Glance needs a quick kill here, and no one has given her options. She's only got 2, and there's only so much she can do. KP fancies her chances. bENITA gets to the site, and they are buying time, and now there is none left. Shopify Rebellion take the lead.
To double check that wall in Link. I was going to say, KP's got to be a little bit careful. She does have the spike. I think it's just a little bit of a probe towards A. G2 very quickly walking mid here.
Sonder could be going far with this. Yeah. And another? No, okay, Petra.
Great trade.
Really nice. Didn't expect that with the classic. This round shouldn't amount to much, but you never know. We have to wait and see. These steps should be heard by the remainders, so they might be able to try and, you know, cause a little bit more damage. But at the very least, it will be relayed to Mary.
Look at this weapon, though. Yeah, Mary's
smaller. 4 shots, needs them clean. Not going to happen. Does get the Spectre back into hand. That's with
no
Glance
trap
now. Okay, one more shot. Does land one on bENITA. Could do with a little more here. The flank's still coming in. Mary, what do you do with this one? Do you keep that cool? And she's out of it. Now no more Headhunter, but Glance finds flowerful. We're down to a 2v2. Still with that Bulldog in KP's hands. And Mary playing the time well, playing the position well. Oh, and KP really good understanding of that reposition. And Glance, this is hard work now. Spectre not quite situated well enough yet, but closing the gap. Lorri can check on it, but Glance wants on the site. Surely finds KP. Safe hands in the end, but it got very close there.
It did. Shopify actually come through. I mean, rifles across the board. Yes, Sonder and Lorri. The Vandal. Mary has to respect that knife. Deep wall here on B. You know, only one member of Shopify shooting it, so not too much information confirmed on the back of it. Glance and Mimi look a little antsy here. So maybe swing off that reveal.
Could have been, but now they've lost that edge towards it, I guess you could say, but...
flowerful's got a very defensive TP set up here. You want to hold on to this angle. Will actually punish Mimi.
What a shot. Glance. Up for the challenge too. Petra now put to the stand. Finds 2, looks for a 3rd. Can't find it, but gave it a damn good go. KP still moving forward. But it's Glance, revealed, noted, falls away. Can they slip away safely? No.
KP's got the spike, though.
To stand and fight. Yeah, you're right. KP could be in so much danger, but the bailout team's on the way here. No idea that was coming. bENITA gets there so quickly to find Glance and alleviate the pressure on KP.
Great awareness from flowerful as well, destroying the TP of Juliano, trying to get into the back lines here. It's just Mary and Juliano to try and make this work on the retake. A deep hold here from 2 members of Shopify.
Something quiet about this. KP retaking that space
so
back
proactive.
up towards Art. Juliano, a 1v3. This would be a lot to ask. Decides to clear towards Art, sees nothing.
Shopify just giving nothing away to G2.
Yeah. Juliano knows that this one not looking like it's going to happen. No, indeed. Denied by flowerful. 9 now. That big rifle round now done. And again...
know which way to really commit to hold on.
At 10 rounds, we do start talking about the upset potential here
yeah,
between these
definitely.
two. which is looking very likely. Mimi doesn't like that narrative, wants to turn it, and they try and make something of it, but flowerful and Lorri way too sharp with it, way too quick with it today. Not going to come in. The last two players, Petra and Mary, not given much of a look into this round.
The timing on this execute as well. Able to get the plant down before the smokes even expire. Petra and Mary. Let's try and find something on the way back through here, but damage almost doesn't matter in this round. flowerful 21 and 11 now. Let's get the half defuse here. Well, actually, no, flowerful going to come through. flowerful tucked all the way into secret.
And G2 willing to try and take themselves back into the fight once again. It's a heavy lean towards the A side here coming out from Shopify, dealing with the wall almost instantaneously.
Forces out so early as well. Sonder able to get ahead of that slow orb from Mimi. And almost hitting the panic button here just to make sure they can avoid this execute. But on the back of the information, Juliano actually heads towards Mary on B site. Shopify haven't exactly given it up just yet. Maybe considering the possibility of a flank coming through. But G2 looking a little rattled. Like I said, it's very deep holds. This is uncharacteristic for G2, particularly from what we've seen on Pearl previously.
It certainly is. And destroying that horn now may give you the idea there's still more dedication towards this A site than there actually is. They're leaving one here, that being Sonder. The rest are slowly heading towards B. You have that curious double stack on the other side of things. Juliano and Mary.
Hi, I'm pissed.
Contact will be had.
Sonder's trying to fake, eh?
Yeah,
it's drawn the rotation.
Well. Oh my god. They've all gone for it. And surely you're
hook line and
panicking.
sinker.
You're panicking now because suddenly there was only one. And all that attention, all of that work, all that time you played patiently has now gone to nothing. Surely 11 from this spike is down. They're in the post pod, Juliano. Where did you just find that on KP? flowerful waiting on that contact as soon as they commit towards the site. Nothing really revealed just yet, Juliano. Maybe looking to flash in. I think flowerful seen so much, but Petra faster to it. Lorri though, just playing the corner. Oh my god! Lorri! I have never seen anything so clean. Juliano left in the 1v1 against the two classics here. Juliano and bENITA rolling back the years. Juliano filthy with the aim, but bENITA needs to play this cool, calm, and collected, and she does! Shopify Rebellion. Truly rebels in this do not care they are facing the Titans. It's a
rotate and get ahead, almost prevent a sight hit coming through once again. And Sonder to just plant, well, create enough chaos here on A site. Popping the ultimate, draws Mary and Juliano away from this hold. So clean from Lorri though. bENITA, cool, calm and collected to close things out.
Timeout now, because it could be 12 here, and looking at the money, it looks likely. This could be Shopify Rebellion on map point after this.
So Mary trying to probe towards A main here, immediately punished. Sonder and flowerful blow this site wide open. Look how quickly Sonder's all the way into spawn to make sure there's no lurking threat here. You probably just want to get this one over and done with. Yeah. 3 to try and retake here. 2 sheriffs, the headhunter from Mary. No real pressure to even follow up on here.
It's looking like a Prime Gaming flawless at this rate.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Mary, can you do any damage on the way out?
Doesn't even matter.
Not
I mean, yes,
really.
the old progress great, but it's a buy round coming back through anyway.
Done
Not even going to find the consolation.
All right. Let's see what that timeout was for. Not the tech one, obviously, but the actual tactical one.
This is a flawless second half here for Shopify. Once again, looking to...
Oh, no.
Oh my god, the flash and the nightfall was beautiful to try and find that opener.
Glance is just on the run. Needs to get away, and the timing on this is everything. bENITA. Give it away a little bit here. Juliano.
Look at Sonder in spawn again.
How is Sonder here? So confident to take these fights towards pit. And isn't falling away for it either yet. Spike's down. Ooh, that time might now be forced to fall away here. Challenge and no! Sonder does not deny.
Maybe we were 2 though, and the Reds. This could be huge for G2.
Okay, maybe there's still a chance here. KP turns the flash well for one, but it's a quick trade out. Flowerful and bENITA standing, and look at Benny's position. That slow flank coming on in, the Prowler.
They still got the wall.
Past.
It's ahead of the Cosmic Divide.
They've to get this defuse. Petra's got one, and the defuse can be started. Benny, can you get there in time? Tries to break the wall. They're standing there on the other side. G2 not out of it yet. holding on just.
Great awareness here from Mimi of the possibility a flank comes back through Art. But Sonder, like I said, beautiful setup here with a flash over the top. KP sending that ultimate through. Massive res coming through from Mimi. A crucial round win for G2. Come out of this though, licking their wounds just a little bit. Bulldog light armor for Glance.
They're doing the triple stack as well. Oh, it's not triple. Even I fell for it. That's what I get for looking at the mini-map. But Mary does have a little bit of wiggle room here, still within the TP. Has a little bit of a...
Might even hear some of these steps, actually.
Could have.
Shopify.
Yeah, definitely
no
now.
secrets about this on the way in.
Yeah, not subtle by any means. I don't think they care about being subtle anymore. Rinse, repeat. They go again. Sonder clears sight, clears close, sees nothing. Slow gets triggered, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Again, CT postured up. Sonder.
The timing!
Oh, just turned away. Looks away, and Juliano will take your life. And now with the player advantage, what do they do with this? Juliano waiting for it. I think there's a little pop flash ready to go for Lorri there, but actually just a straight up challenge. Takes out Glance, but a quick trade. And now let's look at these post plants. Deep positioning. This is dangerous territory now.
Flowerful on the flank back through Art though.
It's going check though. Petra's not going to be looking away for it. No, Petra finds
beautiful.
Flowerful. And now the defuse can be started. There's anything to stop it. Juliano just being the bodyguard, body blocking if they have to. Mary stands there for them. Defuse comes in. Just about holding on for another round here. They are desperate to hunt the weapons down, and they walk away with a rifle each.
Lost for words after that one.
Oof.
Big opener.
Yeah, action speaking louder than words there for Mary finding Sonder.
Who's been causing so many problems in the last few rounds.
Even just with the space she's been
Exactly.
taking. It's not even just the frags, which she's getting plenty of, but that deeper, CT play pushing through pit. Now let's see what the options are for Shopify. Eyeing up middle potentially, but we know that that wall's in place. That's not going to be an access point for them. Where else do they go now?
Stacking up another 20 seconds or so on the wall if they're going to wait for that to decay. All the way down. G2 happy to hold on to it. See the slow orb on the backside of it as well, so diligence shown here from Mimi, just in case there was going to be a pop flash as it felt. But no utility left. And the last two rounds have been down to Mimi's wall alone.
Okay, first counter utility noted really from Shopify after they've hit the brakes after Sonder got picked. So noting presence towards Art, but it is going to be that readdress here. Nice entry from Lorri. They clear for Juliano though, working through B-Link, surely. They look towards it, Glance gets all the attention so far. Juliano set up for success. Makes a bit of a meal of the first, but does get it done. Lorri goes down, but it's KP with a trade. So still, they have two players alive here, but they have no real space or access points towards these sites. 14 seconds, I don't think they can even make it.
I was going to say, Cosmic Divide committed.
10 seconds left.
It's going to be tight. Yeah, it's going to be desperate, and it's going to be in the open.
Nah,
not even going to
not
make
gonna
it here. Not even going to try for it. Benita.
All right, ain't over yet. That's 9 now, Mike. G2 clinging on to life.
Clawing their way back into this as well.
Got hers, KP as well. Hers online. Other side, Petra's maybe got theirs here, but Mary just burnt theirs. So you are starting to see them really grind it down. And I'm looking at this early challenge towards double doors here. Quick pressure, and the answer maybe from G2 is to look towards the extremities. Postured up, posted up on both sides.
Yeah, G2 effectively now just putting it down to either the wall or the trap in Art or Link.
Face your fear!
Wow.
Trying to take space elsewhere. A very, very early nightfall here, but at least the information that it's clear. And Sonder already looking to hit this execute.
Wow, but Benny also finding value on the other side of the map is massive. Mary, lovely positioning though. This crossfire could be nasty. There's the trade out though. Good work from flowerful, kind of all-encompassing towards this A site. Look towards Glance. Not noted, has not been seen yet. Now we'll have to give away the game. They know of the position. Glance could be coming in, nothing to deny that for now. Lorri tucked on the site. Pops the ult, and we look at what's remaining. 3, Petra, Juliano, and Glance. They keep them humbled to the site for now, looking for that bailout, which would be Petra potentially.
There.
What else do they have to work through here? Looking for maybe the trade. Petra's got one. Still need to clear this back line. KP, Benita, flowerful, all sitting this side. That's massive. That should at least catch 2, maybe not the 3rd. And Glance pushed up at the same time. flowerful holding the line. Diffuse started. Juliano needs support here. And where was Petra in this? Well, She wasn't alive anymore. bENITA's got her dead, and Shopify Rebellion. That's map 1, and one we would have put with G2 here.
Absolutely. And no shame in saying that. Shopify